Hey, this is Mario Becchi, and today's webinar is called Golf Season Preparation. We are starting exactly in 5 minutes, directly from main studio at headquarters here at Mario Becchi Academy. I am excited to present today's webinar with special guest today. It's Chiara Cantone, sports physiotherapist, golf instructor, and certificate TRX personal trainer for golfers. She's founder of physiogolfmarbella.com that specializes in treating clients in Marbella area in Spain. Along that, she also, let's not spoil everything. She's about to connect with us in just a couple of minutes. I can't wait to introduce you personally because what you will learn today may change your game forever. This means that you are in the right place and at the right time. The question is whether you are ready to play better. Many of golfers just like to hit the balls randomly and then they are questioning themselves what the heck is happening. However, there are also golfers who love to play better every single time. There are golfers who love to see better scores on their scorecards. But are you that kind of golfer who enjoys beautiful game of golf? Today we will go step by step so you won't miss a thing, and hopefully by the end of this webinar you will be sitting with your new vision of having better season ahead of you. Plus, you can gain something from us today. Yes, you can win access into ultimate mental game training in our academy. Stick to the end of this webinar and you will see for yourself. Golf is about having fun. We are in the beginning of a new evolution in golf. Every single day, more and more golfers start using mental game of golf as a standard part of their game. It's great news for you because you can have better golfing experience in this season already. Plus, your friends can still register on the same link you are already watching this webinar now. If you think that your friends should watch this streaming too, you can call them to join us. Your game and their game will never be the same. Just copy the link on which you are watching this video and send it to your golfing buddies. Do it now. Then take away all of your distractions and I'll see you here in 5. Hello golfing friends, my name is Mario Becchi. I am psychologist and researcher. In some places around the world, the golfing season has already begun, but not everywhere. Today's masterclass webinar is about preparation for a new golfing season. Every single year, you are facing the same problem. You can't wait to play again after a long winter. Not all golfers from us are lucky enough to live in a place where golf can be played all year long. After several months of winter, you gain some rust. Once you step on the golf course, for the first time in a long period of time, you are getting a slap in your face. The bones in your body are not properly greased up. Your mind forgot again what you should focus on and what you must avoid. After first 18 holes, you are starting to look for excuses. It's been a long time since I played, or I need few more rounds to warm up, or even I need new clubs. This mad circle will continue in weeks, and then in middle of the season you will finally admit that this is another lost year. Just imagine how much money you lost by getting through this or similar process every year over and over again. Forget the money, but how much time and energy you wasted. There are too many folks who are dropping from playing golf because of frustrating experiences like this one. But what if I told you that there is a solution for this, and this solution isn't in spending thousands on new golf clubs? The solution is far more affordable, far more effective, and what is the most important thing? It's fun in the first place. That fun is a pure joy out of playing every single time better and better just by following few simple tips. I am not talking about just professional players, but mainly about amateur golfers. Yes, like you are, an ordinary golfer that loves to go out and golfer who loves to enjoy his or her game and time on a golf course. Today you will peek into tips that are helping you prepare yourself simply for a new season. Don't worry, unlike others, we are not trying to strip you out of the money again by luring you into some marketing trap. You will receive tips that are specifically tailored for your playing level. We will give you separate tips on how to prepare your body, and along that, also tips on how you can prepare your mindset in order to be ready to enjoy a better golf. So if you are amateur player, teaching golf professional, or even playing professional, this is the place to be. I am not alone for you today. In few minutes we will connect to wonderful golfing professional and physiotherapist from Italy who is currently residing and working in Marbella, Spain. Her name is Chiara Cantone. You don't have to take notes from this event because I will post you links to all necessary info after this webinar, along with access to quick test with which you can analyze your golfing potential. Don't dream about being a better golfer, become one. We will show you how. If you have been many times frustrated on the golf course, I don't blame you. When we are going to play golf, we have certain expectations how our result could look like. Despite your effort, there are many times when your scorecard isn't looking good. When I started with golf, I was psychologist already. Although that, I wasn't thinking on the golf course as I could have. Only after playing a little bit longer and experiencing misplaced shots I realized that I know how to calm myself down because I was teaching it to my clients, and yet I wasn't doing so. I realized that I know how to set basic strategy based on simple goals. What I was forwarding to my clients in psychology, I applied to my golfing game. That enabled me to make huge jump with my results. All the notes I had from practicing, I put together and started to use in every single game. I never read a golf psychology book before, therefore I wasn't aware about other theories. What helped me was the same thing which I was helping at the same time to my non-golfing clients. My system worked for me flawlessly. Don't get me wrong, I was practicing with my Teaching Golf Pro. I was improving my technical side of playing. However, what made a huge difference in my scores was a newly acquired ability to use this mechanical experience wisely. And that is to say, with accurate strategies from psychology. Practical golfing psychology. The more I was calm on the golf course, the more eyes were looking into my direction. First, it was a golf course cook who was curious about golf. All it took were few simple instructions on how to visualize and how to calm down, and he played for the first time in his life first 3 holes with less strokes than usually mid-handicappers do. You are maybe imagining an athletic guy who played some sport his whole life, but in the opposite. Then there were random guys on the driving range who were curious about how I am managing to stay focused despite that I was and still am just an amateur golfer. Everything I had were few simple instructions hidden in my pocket, but easily reachable whenever I needed them. Then I realized that it is maybe more in what I created. It wasn't just corrections for myself. I created a universal system for all players. To my benefit, before psychology, I studied also industrial technology and computer systems. We, technical guys, love to keep things simple. Later, when I started to work with psychological diagnosing of behavior and intelligence, I used this need of simplifying steps. This enabled me to create for my clients uniquely trivial strategies and relaxing methods that were instantly applicable in everyday life. Combine all this with golf and you are getting the most effective system of mental game for everyday golf. You are not wearing thick books of golf psychology from Jurassic Age anymore, but a handy pocket guide with specific instructions for specific situations. If only I had it from beginning of playing the golf. If only I was using my system in my beginning of all my golfing seasons before I created it. Well, I guess I can't have everything, but you can. Today, I will share with you the very basic tips from my system on how can you use very simple steps in order to be better prepared for challenges on the golf course in this golfing year. My system is maybe called Advanced Mental Coaching, but in fact, it's the simplified form of easy-to-use instructions with instant effect. Yes, it means fresh tips which effect can be seen in seconds. You, who are already using them, know what I'm talking about. This training is used by professional players, but initially it was developed for amateur golfers. Therefore, even ordinary golfers can enjoy their game. Just imagine where your game could have been if you knew how to stay focused and calm anywhere and anytime you need. Just imagine having ability to stay present despite the difficulty of actual situation. Just imagine forwarding this knowledge to your students if you are teaching golf professional. They would be stunned and return to you for more and more lessons. We are just a couple of minutes away of connecting with our guest who will share with you golf season preparation tips for the best possible using of your body. Maybe you heard already someone to say, quote, "Fortune favors the bold." I believe that many of you know that it was motto of Roman soldiers. Let me correct this, because various sources say that original meaning wasn't that fortune favors the bold, but fortune favors those who are prepared. I will give you example how the fortune favors more those who are prepared comparing to those who are just bold. You are cooking a soup. You want to taste it, so you can season it. For example, you can put a spoon inside of the boiling water. Then you put immediately that spoon into your mouth. What happens? Exactly. You just burned your lips or even your tongue. This is example of a bold person, but a wise person and prepared person blows a little bit of air into that hot fluid. It doesn't take much to be wise on the golf course. All you need is to listen to few elementary instructions that will prevent an injury. In the case of unprepared approach at the beginning of golf season, we are talking about two types of injuries. First is the one that could cripple your body, and the other one is that which may hurt your mind. But let's move directly to the hints for your mental game, and then we will have the pleasure to listen to expert words of our wonderful guest and friend, Madam Chiara Cantone. Those from you who are students in my Mental Game Academy of Golf know how much do I underline the importance of a balance. That is to say, balance in swing, balance in practicing, balance in thinking, and balance in between mind and body. That is to say, balance between how we think and how we do act. The mental game of golf fundamentals are practically the same for all players, because after all, what we all need in the critical moment of the swing is ability to stay calm. I diagnosed hundreds of clients with a wide range of personalities and intelligence coefficients. Truth to be told, I wasn't looking for anything because my job was to diagnose and deliver final conclusions. What I found, however, changed my professional approach forever. I could literally depict variables that do not affect the ability to succeed in general. According to my findings, it wasn't social background nor intelligence. It wasn't the family support nor the will to succeed. It weren't the number of opportunities, as it wasn't the level of individual motivation. The only variable that significantly affected whether a person will or won't be successful in any kind of activity was the ability to remain calm in challenging situations. That is to say, the only thing that defines my and your probability of success is the ability to stay calm in difficult conditions. Only the clients who are emotionally balanced enough to keep that balance were able to move forward. Or only those from my clients who understood the importance of staying calm and learned from me few simple relaxing tricks were able to overcome their personal challenges. I am not speaking about big self-confidence. I am speaking about healthy self-confidence. It is a confidence of a wise person who knows when and how to react in order to profit. So whether you are an amateur player on the hunt for a lower handicap or a teaching golf professional who wants to expand his knowledge and forward it to your students, this is definitely something you need for your golf. And wait, my assistant Susan is signaling me that Chiara is online and ready to connect with us. Before we do prepare the connection, you could write in the comments below what kind of player you are and what is your golfing goal. Are you working on yourself? Or you are here because you want to help improve results of your students? What part of golfing psychology is best for you, for your actual game, and for your future goals? Write it down. I can't wait to read it afterwards. Here we go. Dear golfing friends, I would like to welcome and introduce to you Madam Chiara Cantone. Chiara is based since 13 years in the south of Spain, Marbella, well known as a top golf destination. She works there as a sport physio and physical trainer. Mainly, she looks after golfers and she is helping them to prevent and cure their physical issues. As an expert, she is using the most advanced technologies to treat their clients as fast as possible. Additionally, at the driving range, she analyzes players' movement and playing technique to eliminate any form of physical pain and helps to improve their swing. This is called the body fitting. Many golfers know her also as co-founder of Less is More golf method. This is 100% healthy way of playing golf. Her motto is feel better, play better. Impressive, huh? Stay tuned because she may have some useful tips for you. Not all golfers, especially the amateur golfers, do consider the possibilities for making their game much more pleasant. Thing is that they could have more fun in golf, plus they could have stay fit and healthy for the full golfing season. Everything they would need for this is just few simple tips tailored for their playing level. We are here today because we may have those tips, and we are going to share them with you. I will tell you about psychological preparation, and you, Chiara, you are here with us today because you are expert on health, golf and functional training. Do you see among your clients golfers who are not prepared for a golfing season?
The majority of the amateur golfers are not obviously physically prepared as a pro, which is understandable because it's not their job. So most of the time what they need to work on is on flexibility and balance, because most of the time they have a lack of range of movement because of different reasons, and they don't hit the ball properly because of lack of balance. So they get out from the injuries as well.
So there is a chance for every golfer out there, young, old, etc., to become sufficiently physically fit if they would use few simple tricks?
Yes, absolutely, because everybody can be better if you have a plan. So the best thing to achieve your goals is to trust a professional. For example, like me, I'm working face-to-face or online, so I can check the actual situation and set up with the golfer, with the pupil, short, medium, and long-term goals. That's the best way because you can then check feedbacks. So you really understand if the path you've taken is the right one, having results, which is everybody wants. So first of all, you need to have clear what you want in golf, in life, everywhere. If you don't know where you're going, you are lost. So that's why we need to set goals. So we need to check the first situation, the actual situation, and then start to work, and most of all, have fun.
Yes, I totally agree.
Well, the fact is golf is different from any other type of sports because progression is not in a line from down to up, but it's up and down all the time. And if you want to achieve the next step, you need to be prepared to play mentally for some time. And most of the people are not ready to do that. They just want to keep improving and be better and better and better, but that's not golf. Golf, you have to destroy something to create something better. And when you try to change somebody's grip, that's the biggest nightmare. But the grip is the steer wheel of the ball flight. If you don't change that, you have to compensate with your body, and then injury coming because it's not natural anymore. So we can say that golf is also a treatment against your fears, because there's a lot of fear in golf. Fear of changing, fear of losing balls, fear of playing sugar, fear of everything. So I think that's why they call it the game of life, because there's lots and lots of comparison to our daily lives. That's why I love golf. There's nothing that you can compare to golf. It's so complete, and you have to be ready to play it. Not everybody is ready to play it.
That's interesting.
Yeah, well, you have to play golf in good days and bad days, and unfortunately in golf you have more bad days than good days, but you have to be able to dance under the rain, we can say. So even if it's a bad day, you still need to do your best, and the most important thing is to write your statistic, because you can't train and practice all the time all the golf skills. So if on the previous round you were terrible at putting, then you spend the next week practicing your putting, because you can't, as I say, you can't practice everything. It's also not effective. So what you have, you enjoy. What you don't have, you practice it. And you never know, when you are on the first tee box, you never know what will happen. So you just have to take what it comes, and you have to be very, very flexible in golf, and doesn't matter that if you make a bogey, it has to ruin your day. There's birdies and there's pars, and you never know until the 18th what will happen. So it's a journey, you have to enjoy it, you have to do your best, and if it wasn't a good day, then you
That's amazing to hear. Please share for amateur golfers who are watching this webinar one or maybe two simple tips how they could avoid injuries and have much more fun in gaining more birdies in this golfing season.
Well, as I said before, gaining some range of movement and work on your balance is the best thing you can do to have short-term results. But if we have to be more specific, when you are in the gym or even everywhere you are, you need to improve your hip mobility and your thoracic spine mobility. Also because, as I said, it's not amateurs are playing for fun, so it's not their job. So we know that we stay sick many hours during the day, and so hips and the spine are suffering. And golf, the movement of golf is like a weak movement, so it's quite violent. And if your technique is poor or it is not perfect, those areas are quite affected. So work on your range of movement on your hips and your thoracic spine. I understand that it's not easy to explain by voice, so I just want to remind you that I have a YouTube channel, new videos are coming. If you want to have specific video, please just ask, and you will tell to your audience how to reach me at the end of the video. Because there's so many things to teach, to explain that through videos, or if you are lucky to meet me face to face, it will be the best way. But as I say, I work online with my pupils, so there's no problem. I have clients abroad. You don't need to come to Marbella, even if it will be obviously a pleasure because of the weather as well, not just because of me. But no problem to contact me through my webpage or my Infodot, or we have so many tools nowadays to keep in touch. So please contact me, and I'll be happy to help anybody that wants to be better in golf.
That's even better. I was expecting to. Thank you so much. Dear golfing friends, I will put info about Chiara's services in the description of this video, along with other interesting details. Chiara, it was amazing to connect with you. Hopefully, we will see us in another webinar or at some other place. I would love to play a round of golf with you, and maybe we could even make a vlog episode from our time on the golf course and use it in one of upcoming webinars. Ciao, Chiara! That was a quick look into possible physical preparation for a new golfing season. And I can promise you that this was just a small insight into an ocean of things that are waiting for you, even if you are an amateur golfer. You can be sure that we will cover other options in some of our upcoming webinar episodes. Let me give you a few hints from golfing psychology so you can build your healthy playing personality for a new golfing season. First tip, go straight at yourself, and you will thank me for that in a couple of months. Number 1. Unless you don't own any golf clubs, unless you have seriously damaged golf clubs, unless your golf clubs are misfitted for you, do not buy new golf clubs. Why? First of all, for majority of golfers, it is possible that it is not the clubs that are not delivering your dream results. I wrote an excellent post about curing the putting yips. You can read it in our masterclass library. In the post about curing putting yips, I am telling following. This is also highly applicable for in your preparation for a new golfing season. There are 3 major factors that may influence your ability to play well, and new clubs are only one of them. This is what you should do before every new season. First, make sure that your body is okay. It is maybe your sight that causes the inappropriate reading of the greens or miscalculations of distances. Then there are other parts of your body. Let your body be examined before the golfing season. Once you will make sure that everything is alright, you will have only 2 things to care about. Second possible issue could be this one. Are your golf clubs fitted for your game? Having golf clubs fitted for your body type, playing style, etc. doesn't necessarily mean that you have to buy new golf clubs. Experienced fitting specialist is able to adjust your clubs on the go. Ask for these options in your local pro shop. There you have it. If your clubs are okay, then you only have one burden to take care of. If your body and your clubs are okay, then you should ask yourself, is my mind prepared properly for the new season? What does this mean? First question you should ask yourself is, why do you play golf in the first place? Are you playing it to be angry? Or are you playing it because you are enjoying it? Your playing style can say a lot about you. Maybe the cause of your troubles on the golf course is that you are using wrong tools for your actual playing style. Before I will continue on mental game tips on how you can prepare yourself on a new golfing season, let me tell you about secret test we started recently on our website. You can actually very quickly detect your playing style, and thus to help you to choose proper playing tools. Underneath this video, you will find a blue button that will lead you directly to this test. The whole test takes less than 1 minute, and you will be surprised what kind of opportunities to new improvement will open for you. This is the future, and you are a wise golfer. You observe, you act, and you progress. When you want to drive a car, what do you do first? Do you turn the ignition off, then you sign up for the driving school, and then you fasten your seat belt? No. Even driving a car has its structure, and so does the driving itself, has its own purpose. As you are not driving a car to destroy it on the first intersection, so are you not playing golf carelessly in order to dump all the time and money invested into playing it. I like to compare cars to golf a lot, because cars are straightforward, just like the mental game of golf. Of course, in the beginning, all necessary procedures of driving would scare potential driver in the first place. But when you will internalize them into correct steps, they are giving you many times indescribable joy, even in amateur level. That is to say, your mindset, your mental game of golf also needs a structure. You are playing golf to get to some destination. For example, you want to reach level par score at the end of this season, at least in one of the tournaments. Or another example, you want to play 5 bogeys less in the next tournament. Or another one, you want to win the club trophy this year. This is your goal or your current dream destination. Using golf psychology is nothing other as to use the map. I am confident to say that my mental game training is the most advanced form of GPS navigation with head-up display adjusted for actual traffic that is also showing you multiple ways to your place of arrival. In other words, my mental game is giving you freedom. I love freedom. This is the freedom I developed for myself in the first place. Therefore, it works. This way, it represents the most simple and the most efficient system that doesn't even look like a system, but rather than a game within a game. Before every golfing season, no matter your playing level, amateur or pro, always set up for yourself a simple strategy. The following example is the global strategy from my training. You can find this basic explanation with direct examples in my Performance Pocket Guide Golf the Easy Way. The advanced explanation is described in detail of my Mental Game Academy. Imagine walking on stairs. When you are using it, you are kind of walking on stairs. In order to enter higher level, you must conquer the actual one. Actually, everything is quite easy, because all these steps are small steps. This way you are improving gradually without losing the motivation for playing golf. When you play golf, you are not thinking about any of those steps. They are somewhere in your pocket when you play. Let me show you how they look like in our Performance Pocket Guide Golf the Easy Way. I created a list of goals for each playing level. You could use these examples for your game. This is global strategy for 1 month, which you could either copy or get inspired by. Absolute beginner. If you are absolute beginner, your goals should, for example, look like this. You should have 10 or more practice sessions with teaching golf professional, and you should play 2 9-hole rounds with him. Player with handicap 54. You should play your first handicap tournament. You should play 2 18-hole non-competitive rounds and have 5 practice sessions with teaching golf professional. Player with handicap 54 to 25. You should play 2 or more handicap tournaments as well as at least 2 18-hole practicing rounds. You should practice at least twice a month with teaching golf professional. Additionally, you should play 2 18-hole rounds with 90 or less strokes. You should be also able to play 40% or more fairways in regulation and achieve not more than 3.5 putts per hole on average. I will not go further for now because you can explore the full list of goals for other playing levels in our pocket guide Golf the Easy Way, starting on page 38. Additionally, you can customize this list of goals for every single playing level for your game, starting from page 64. Great thing about a global strategy for achieving goals is that you can set up your own hierarchy of goals as a part of preparation for a new golfing season or even during the season itself. You can not only set your goals this way, but you can modify them anytime you want. Our experience and expectations change all the time. There is no reason to stay conservative. I wanted to avoid remain in the past ever since I was developing my training system. I love its modularity, its simplicity, and, on the other hand, the possible expanding. So whether you are using my pocket guides or whether you are learning in our Mental Game Academy, you are one step ahead of the others who are just wandering on the golf course. Setting up and following your goals improves your focus to stay connected to your golfing dream. Being serious about your game isn't being a nerd. Being serious about your passion is a sign of modern golfer who loves to progress and honors the old values of this noble sport. Of course, it is not possible to describe all in one webinar. However, you can discover more when you will visit our official website or just by putting our performance pocket guide Golf This Way into your pocket. By the way, this pocket guide you will receive for free after you will enroll in some of our online courses in our Mario Becchi Academy. Whether you are absolute beginner, advanced player, or a teaching golf professional who is looking for options to expand your services, you have a lot to choose from. Mental Game of Golf isn't just motivational quotes. It is a system that starts from simple instructions up to customized strategies. Those from you who are teaching golf professionals can directly contact our team and we will create individual plans for your students. I mean by that, you can offer mental game lessons as a part of your golf course and use our academy for doing work for you. This way, your portfolio will expand as well as the number of your students. What the golfer can do is to gain back control of emotions created when he did feel stressed. There's no doubt that we are feeling stressed when facing threatening situations on golf course. You may feel stressed because you are playing alongside or against tough opponent. You may feel stressed because you are going to play the difficult hole. Give yourself a goal to play not more than the average of shots you are actually playing. But first of all, give yourself a permission to play better. What's the conclusion of today's webinar? Before golfing season or even in middle of the season, first make sure that your body is okay. Visit your general doctor to make sure that you are healthy. Then visit the club fitter and let your clubs be adjusted to your new season. As third, start to prepare your mind. Write down goals for your actual playing level, age, etc. If you don't know how to do it, make sure to grab our performance pocket guide Golf This Way or enter our academy. In the description of this video, there are links to all available levels of our academy. In each level, you can explore several free lessons in order to visualize what is waiting for you after you will enroll the courses. One thing is being technically prepared. The other one is to have a trick in your sleeve. This trick is ability to relax. Not in days, hours or minutes. The trick is to be able to relax in seconds. Even this we are showing in our training. But remember that the most advanced skill to master the mental game of golf is to recognize a dangerous situation. This situation can directly destroy your final score and hours, weeks, or even months spent by hard practicing. Make sure to check out my other webinars in our masterclass library. For example, in one of our previous webinars, we discussed basic mental game tips for amateur golfers. Mental game is primarily about thinking and controlling the thinking itself. Without control, it wouldn't be the practical golfing psychology, but a game of coincidences. Trust me, coincidences is the last thing you want to rely on. After all, you invested in golf so much money and so much time that you shouldn't give anything away. What have you learned in previous webinar? You learned that mental game of golf is for everybody. It offers simple as well as advanced options for your improvement. You learned that there are 2+1 basic ways in which you can start to improve your score. First, you need to learn how to relax in various situations on the golf course. Second, you need to learn to recognize when you are facing stressful situation that may jeopardize your chances to having a good score before it starts to destroy your internal balance. That +1 feature is customization. You can adjust your mental game to your age, abilities, and expectations. You can and you should do it, because we all are different. How do you feel about golf? What do you expect from your game? Are you really enjoying your game? What you can do is to start thinking and playing the easy way. You can reassess your expectations and make decisions to want to remember, and then go even further. Do you love golf? I personally love to play golf. I love to wake up in the morning knowing that today I will spend it on the golf course. I love to drive to parking lot with open window in my car so I can smell the fresh mowed grass. I love to put that bag out of the car and listen to clinking of golf clubs in it. It brings me indescribable pleasure to feel that soft grass under my feet. Golf for me is about emotions that bring me amazing feelings. Mario Becchi Golfing Community gathers golfers from around the world, and you could be one of them within few clicks. Before this webinar ends, let me announce one more special occasion. You could win access to ultimate level of mental game online course in our academy in value of 2,000 euros. That's more than $2,200. All you have to do is to enroll into any course of our academy. That means that this competition is available to our online students only. You will gain access to premium 24/7 support, private Facebook group dedicated specially to the mental game of golf. We will meet in regular live coaching calls in which we will discuss your progress, evaluate it, and then you will receive personalized hints on how you could boost your potential even more. I appreciate your decision to learn something new today. I believe that we spent it together in a good way. It has been an incredible pleasure to present you wonderful Chiara Cantone. Chiara, once again, thank you very much for sharing your expertise on golfing season preparation. Dear golfing friends, it has been an incredible pleasure to serve you. I am looking forward to seeing you again in another masterclass webinar. By the way, did you know that if you let analyze your potential through our official website, you could receive 25% off on every course in our academy? Don't wait up. The 1-minute test is waiting for you. Then you can start to improve even from comfort of your home. I believe that you feel amazing as I am, so take a step forward. It's easy and fast because the start is just a click away. Have a wonderful golfing day and see you in Mario Becky Academy. Ciao!